Griffin and the Baltimore Ravens.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Daniel Carlson to kick off.
And off we go from Las Vegas. Taken in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He gets 12 on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
4th down.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And I like his honesty because when we sat down with him, I mean, he was the first one to say, that was on me last week, a really poor performance. Way too many interceptions, didn't find the end zone throwing the ball, put his defense and his special teams in some real jeopardy, and somehow they won the game.
They won.
Yeah, what I loved about it is when he told us about the defense kind of corralled him in the locker room and said, all right, well, man, we're not going to do that again this week, are we?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Herbert. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold number 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they are going for it. Herbert now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works gets it past the 50. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because...
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
17-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That'll be a gain of 16. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run it with Jacobs. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10-10. At their own 25.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. catch is made by Marquise Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
A gain of
12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 31. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit. Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now he's forced out left. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it going. I want to keep this team out. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. They're trying to get it to Woods, but it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Intercepted by the Raiders.
Sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Third and long, it's Herbert. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. This is Hamler on the receiving end. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Herbert, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Again, Herbert. That is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Daniel Carlson.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. taken in the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And his kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip.
17.
So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
So we've hit halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Raiders 14.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And he returns this to the 22.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little. They bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Yeah, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yards.
His third interception. Picked up near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
41-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the Raiders,
Jackson from the shotgun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Will Dissly, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for? He's going to play a lot of man coverage from here on out, because one of the best ways to slow down production is to go to zone and double, triple team, put a number of people in the area that you expect him to run into. But man-to-man, every receiver believes he's going to win that battle, and you know they all do. They all keep kind of a book, you know, on what the defenders do, what their moves are.
first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Now they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
2-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Okay, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Good job there defensively to push them back on 1st down. I'm not sure if this is 4-down territory or not because they can kick the field goal and get it back within a score. But you know that's not what they're thinking right now. A field goal has to be their last option.
Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
And you know it pains them to be this close, and you know they're going to want to go for it here, but they absolutely have to kick the field goal and get this back to a 1-score game. It's only logical.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Jackson, draw play to Dobbins.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Operating from the gun. Jackson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, Jackson. And his pass incomplete.
Jackson's pass incomplete on the throwaway.
The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out the game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a press.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Their own 22-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up at the 28, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
The kicker on for the point.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for a touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And now here come the Raiders. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs.
76 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ballgame. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I'm going to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
And he's got room. Throw an opening, and there he goes.
And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory.
He was brought down.
A big play that time for the Ravens. 68 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Throwing now is Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Marquise Brown.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert, he's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
Today's
a big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Baltimore, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So for our entire crew,